So ordering fractions again. All right. First thing is to really pay attention to the order that is being asked for them to be placed in. So it's from the smallest to the largest. So I want the smallest one first, going up to the largest. So let's take a look at these numbers right here. Now, again, think of them as the pieces as chocolate bars. So I have 5 out of 8 pieces in a chocolate bar. Well, that's not too bad. It's more than half, because half of the chocolate bar would be 4 out of 8. So 5 out of 8, that's more than half. And I see half right here, so let's just put half right in here. So I know the 5/8 is more than half. So let's just kind of cross those two off for a second. Now I've got to think about, let's say 3/4, 3 out of 4. So what would half be? Half, if it's 4, if I have 4 pieces, half would be 2 out of 4. So 2 out of 4 would be half. That'd be right here. So 3 out of 4 would be bigger than that. And this is 1 whole. 4 out of 4 would be here. Say lay 1 whole chocolate bar. So 3 out of 4 would be somewhere in here, which means I might not know which is bigger, 3/4 or 5/8. I'm just going to leave that for now. Those are the ones that are close. Let's get rid of the ones that aren't close. So let's say 1 out of 8. Well, 1 out of 8, what would half? If I have 8 pieces in a chocolate bar, half would be 4 out of 8. So 1 out of 8 is going to be less than that. So I know 1/8 is going to come first, then half, and then this is the ones I have to work on. So how can you tell 3/4 or 5/8 without really drawing a super accurate number line? Which would be bigger? Well, the best way is to make them equivalent fractions so the bottom numbers are the same, and then you can compare them. So I have 8s and 4s. So let's do 3/4 and 5/8. Well, I'm going to take this 4. I'm going to make it into an 8, the denominator, so that they're both the same. They're both 8s on the bottom. So 4 times 2 equals 8. And if I times the bottom number, the denominator, by 2, I have to times the top number, the numerator, by 2. So 3 times 2 equals 6. So this is going to be 6/8. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6/8 and 5/8. So if I have 6 out of 8 pieces in a chocolate bar, that's more than having 5 out of 8 pieces. So that means 3/4 is bigger than 5/8. So if I was going to write this out, smallest is 1/8, half is next, then 5/8 is next, and then this 6/8 is really equivalent to 3/4 is the largest. So the strategy for these is really to do the ones that are easy, place the ones that are easy, and then ones that are close, you make equivalent fractions to figure out which is bigger.